I think the thing that's worked for us is that we've tried from the very beginning to distinguish ourselves from a pure play video sharing site and really focused on video entertainment. And what we mean by video entertainment is not personal videos, not videos that are only interesting to you and your family and friends, but those that were designed, created with the idea that they would have a broader appeal. So we've always focused on that, and the way we do that is through our community review. So we're very much an audience-driven programming site. The audience makes the editorial decisions on our site, and we have a panel of 80,000 reviewers that see every single clip on our site before they go up on the site. So before you hit the home page, before you get in the recommendation engine, the panel reviews them and we can tell what's going to be popular, what's not, and that's how you get through to our site.
Quick question, who are the reviewers and how are they selected and what's in it for them?
These are volunteers on the site. They have been with the site for a long time and are self-selected. After viewing a certain number of videos, you are asked if you'd like to be a reviewer, and of course you get the benefit of seeing all of the content and seeing it first, and then we take the feedback from them, but also through our technology called Video Rank that looks at more than just what your express rating is, but also whether you've watched the whole video, whether you've sent it to a friend, and other data points that help us understand whether the video is going to be popular.
Now, as I understand it, you guys compensate the content creators based on their popularity, or is it ad sales, or tell us a little bit how that works?
Yeah, we have a very innovative program, and we believe the most successful program. We did in its first year $1 million in payouts, which was, so it's about a year and a half old now, but it's called Producer Rewards. Producer Rewards is a program that pays $5 for every 1,000 streams on our site. You have to hit a threshold of 20,000 streams before you get paid, but once you hit it, you start getting paid. It's not based on whether we can sell the advertising, it's based on whether you create content that's popular, whether you hit the 20,000 threshold, then you get paid. The most notable category that was almost created on our site is this, what we call entertainment how-to. They are how-to videos, but not in the classic sense of truly learning how to do some important thing like make an omelet, but more for fun. How to make a home lie detector test, how to make a rocket-powered matchbox car, fun ideas that have an entertainment angle to them, but you can actually do them, right? You can turn your DVD laser into something that actually pops a balloon or lights a match. So it's a very a genre that's almost been created on our site, entertainment how-to. We have a producer on our site, a fellow named Kip K, who's earned $100,000 since the program started a year and a half ago, and he's contributed nearly 100 clips to the site, and he's a prolific producer and does great work, but it's an example of something that's done really well for us in Producer Rewards.
Outstanding. So let me ask you, you guys raised a nice round, congratulations, in August. What does the capital provide you guys to do?
The capital is focused on, we've always had, of course, the product, which is what draws the users to our site. It's, how do you get content from the user community, upload it to the site, make sure that we can filter through it and find the very best. That's always remained the same. Really, the investment last August, the $30 million that we raised, is oriented toward how do we get more content on the site? How do we encourage the video entertainment industry, the production companies in this space to put the resources behind creating new and original content? And secondarily, monetization. Hiring an ad sales team, spending the money to have people, throughout the country, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Chicago, so that we can have a strong presence in the advertising sales community. What we're seeing is that short form is a very different business than long form. The creative energy behind it's going to be different, the formulas for success are going to be different. We need the creative community to start to invest in this area, put resources toward it. We believe short form video will stand on its own, not be some lead into long form video, television, movies, but it stand on its own as a creative endeavor.
And one last question. I've been speaking to folks about the whole idea of monetizing content by putting in credits or references or sort of product placements or thematics that links into a product or service, and that seems to be going well. What is the line to cross in terms of commercializing video in your mind, in terms of putting too much in, and also I'm sure there are guidelines for you in terms of actually baking in ads into the stream?
Yeah, so a couple things. One is that across the board, whether it's product placement inside a video or whether you're just advertising on a site, the more that an advertiser can integrate into the site, can actually provide video content, can think about it as a marketing event. All brand marketers have launch events and parties like that. Just imagine like you're doing the same thing online. These are social communities that are online. You're staging an event. Make it worthwhile to come to the party. You can't say, we're having a party to tell you about a new product. You have to say, come to our party because we're going to have this celebrity here, we're going to have this content here, we're going to have these food here. Make it an event online. Provide video content. We tell everybody, if you can come up with video content, bring it. If you can't, let our producer community create it for you, because that's going to allow you to tie into our community and have more success with your campaign. When it comes to things like product placement, the thing that we always remind people is this is an authentic medium. We think the success of UGC, a lot of it comes from the authenticity of the content. It isn't produced. It is the real world. It is me as an amateur, sometimes an aspiring professional, and eventually maybe a professional saying, this is what I want to do. I'm not being blocked by a distributor. I'm not being blocked by a producer. It's my content. The advertisers have to be the same way. You have to be authentic. And I think most of especially the youth audience, is perfectly willing to understand that there's advertising in and around us everywhere. So as long as you're upfront about that and you're not trying to trick somebody, I think they get it. They like it, right? You can integrate directly and upfront. You don't have to hide it.